I think if I had to pull in this early in the morning, quite honestly, especially in the size market we work in, it's been being fair with people.
Okay.
It's relationships, the numbers. You know, I love graphs and formulas. You know, I'm an engineer by heart and by trade, but at the end of the day, to make a business successful in our community, it's relationships. And I think picking up business skills as well as people skills along the way, if you're going to get into a market like mine, that would be.
So be fair and relationships.
Today, at this point in my career, to be honest, my age, the thing you end up doing probably through your entire career is you're preparing your replacement. You have to always have a replacement coming along behind you for whatever level you are, at the beginning, the middle, or the upper, because I won't always be there, and somebody has to take over and be ready to run those things. The other thing I'd say you really learn along the way is the people part, because I don't care what business you're in, it's the people that makes it go. And if you aren't sensitive to the people, then you won't have much of a business in the long run. And people is the people that work for you and people that you deal with as customers. I would say the first thing you have to learn to do is listen. You're given 2 ears and 1 mouth, you probably should use them even less than that. Listen and see what's going on. You'll know what makes the deal when you're doing deal making by listening far better than telling them what you're going to give them.
I think advice to you is when you're looking at companies that you're thinking about going with, look for a company that you feel is a right fit for you. I think it's so important. Don't necessarily chase the money. I know money's really important at this stage, but it's more important that you're going to love going to work every day and enjoying what you do. Again, I guess, you know, go with what you feel. You might do something for a few years and then do something else, and don't always feel like if your employer asks you to do something for a year that's a little outside of your sweet spot. You know, all that experience is going to help you later in your career when you say, oh yeah, I was on there, and even though I'm a structural engineer, I kind of oversaw site development for a year, and kind of get that well-rounded experience, I think, is important. So don't always think that a year assignment is the end of your career. I think that's important to know as you come out for the next 10 years or so. Make sure you love what you do. Make sure that you're excited about going to work every day, and I'll tell you, the days and the years just pass you by if you're really inspired by the projects you work on.
Again, I want to echo what Kevin says. Don't look at the money. Do the job you like the people you work with, and choose the place that you like to work in. It's not like you don't look for the money. Look for enough money, but don't necessarily look for a lot of money. You need to have enough money to survive. Don't look for the easy job. Look for the job that you enjoy most. Because once you enjoy your job, you don't feel that you're working. Life becomes very easy. Maybe a small story I'd like to mention here. I had, my major professor was Professor Mark Houck, who I respect very much. He left school some long time ago. When he put me in this class, you know, and we were groups, I had problem with one of the, group members. So I went to him. Hello Mark, yes, how are you? And I want to talk to you about 498. He said, I know what you want to say. You don't like your group, you want to change. I said, how would you know? And he said, is there somebody that you don't like in the group? I said, sort of. He said, I'm very happy. I want you to have somebody that you don't like, because real life will not always have the people that you would like.
In your next level of management, you want to be very diligent. You want to develop the people below you. You want to be on top of it again. You want to show a little smart. You want to be tenacious. You want to have a vision and follow that vision. And you want to begin to lead. And does anybody know the difference between leading and managing? A true leader motivates and inspires. A manager will drive. They tend to drive the project. Look at the firm. Don't ask them about how much they're going to make. That's later. They'll make you an offer. Ask them how they're going to develop it. How they're going to develop your resume. How are they going to fit into your pyramid and give you experiences all over the place so you can decide what you love. And somebody said it best. If you do what you love, you're going to jump out of bed in the morning. And remember, the reputation, being ethical, relationships, how you treat the people that work for you, how you treat your clients, gives you your reputation that you take through life. There's only one thing you take to the grave with you, and that's your reputation.
My advice to you is, first of all, you think grading is over. It's never over. You're always graded by somebody, whether it is your superior at work, unless you're the boss and you're the chairman of the board. You probably don't have anybody above you that's going to evaluate you. But everybody will evaluate, you're going to get a grade. Some way or another, you're going to get a grade. So grading is not over. Get ready for reality. I guess the second thing I want to emphasize is your education isn't over either. And I just encourage you to never forget that you have some excellent teachers here who are going to give you the basics of how to learn, and your learning experience isn't going to stop at graduation.